Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's not like Mookie at all. He is very high head, she's very low head. So when I teach her, I teach her the short ups mean lift head. And hold it there. What do you want? At the usual time. And then in whatever position, turning left. Ideally with a nice quiet mouth.
She's just not very quiet mouth.
She's not. Good girl. Good girl.
No leave.
And then beginning again. Make sure she's not pushing on me. No head tilt like that. That's silly. That's silly. Oh, good girl. To the other side. And you can't see, but I'm waiting for her to be calm with her mouth again.
You can see her
My
chin.
hair.
Oh, good.
Good girl. And then from the side, just take up the range so the outside rein is, here, but in contact.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers in the other side of the bit, and I'm going to wait for her to be quiet. And then bend this way without using the outside rein, just the inside one.
Just holding the outside rein.
Yeah. But I will use it to correct if she tries to overbend or if she's leaning really hard.
Just like you did there.
Girl. And then I'm going to do that one again. It's looking very good. Don't lean. There you go. Good girl. Up, up, up. Good girl.
And-
Quietly not leaning is the goal.
I remember Mackenzie had said that, and Linda as well, that when you're doing the in-hand stuff, you keep your hands just steady. Just you put them where they are, and they need to come to you, not the other way around.
But with riding a green horse, it's completely opposite. You
Is
follow
it?
them around.
All right.
And then, so that I know that she has the idea that the direction eggs come from the bit, use the outside rein and just kind of drag it down and follow her with the inside rein, but they're opposite now. And she bends and is quiet. I'm waiting for quietness. Good.
There you go.
And then repeat on the other side. And lift her up a little. Good girl. Bending. Waiting for quiet. Good. Bending this way. Waiting. She's leaning, so I'm gonna lift her a little. Waiting. Good. Now she knows all that, so it's a little bit, again, the demonstration with a horse that knows things.
Yeah.
But action reaction is going to be really, really important for Mookie. So I've never taught her this because obviously she doesn't need to learn how to lower her freaking head.
No.
So I'm just going to teach it to her today for the purposes of sharing this with Boss.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Hi,
wanna
boss. We love you.
Yes. You want to bring your outside rein up over the crown piece here. And gather all this up so you don't step in it or anything dumb like that. And the idea with action reaction is that if you give a long draw upward on the bit, one, it doesn't hurt because it's not acting on the tongue or the bars.
Mm-hmm.
And two, eventually they're going to push against it because that's their natural propensity. Horses push against pressure until they're taught to give to pressure. So we're going to use that here. And I'm going to lift her up so we can actually get some effect. Up, up, up. There we go. And then with your hand on the inside rein again, and with your outside hand on the outside rein, you're going to pull them together.
And apply
Draw
pressure
her
on both
tip
sides.
out. And
Okay.
she's going to stick out her tongue and act like a fool. And when she's reacting, so I'm not going to ask any more strongly. She's just reacting. I'm just going to hold it here until she gets the idea that, well, maybe I can escape this if I put my head down. And then I'm going to release her entirely. But only when she makes a bold move.
It's percolating. She takes a minute.
Yeah, she's not a very fast thinker. I'm gonna try my best to keep her straight, but I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, she weighs a lot more than you do.
Good girl.
There you go.
Good girl. And her relationship with the bit is still very uncertain, so I'm gonna let her think about that for a second before we do it again. Wait for her to stop doing all that with her. Yeah. Freaking tongue there.
Her tongue is wild.
Okay, I'm gonna set it up again. I'm gonna ask her to come up a little.
Let me move where I am. So you can see a little bit better. How's that?
And that'll help me keep her straighter too.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask until I get a reaction. Okay, I think that's good.
Trying to keep her from tilting and going up with your hands there, right?
Mm-hmm. But I am doing a certain amount of following because it's a little bit counterintuitive to what we've done before, and that was good.
Good girl. This is the first time she's done it. So.
Yeah. And you know, Mookie, he goes around in such an inverted position that this exercise is going to be very, very important for him.
Yes, he's more like an Oakley in that.
Worse.
Worse?
So much worse.
Oh, Mookie.
I know. I'll ask her again. Reaction. And then this time, I'm going to just release a little bit as we go down to see if I can get her to go very down. Let her know that down is right, but more. Good. I'm not going to throw away entirely this time. Good. Ask her again. Go more down. Good girl.
And then just hang her there where you want her?
Yep. She's not merely making a move to move up anyway, but if she were, my outside rein would catch her here.
On the crown of her head there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to ask her to go yet more down. And Mookie, you won't be able to get all the way to the ground his first try because he's not built that way, and she is.
Yeah, she's a quarter horse.
Good girl. Look at that.
Good job.
And then obviously for evenness, you got to teach it on both sides. So I'm going to teach her this, but just because of the way that she is, I'm not actually going to ever use it.
Probably not.
Except maybe when she's riding because she goes above the bit like he does.
Yeah.
It's just he does it all the time in his whole life. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
does it only sometimes. And some for life. I'm going to ask, have a reaction. She
And-
goes down. Good girl.
She gets it.
Good girl. Let's go more down. More down, please. Good girl. More down, please. More down, please. Good girl. And as she advances, as Mookie advances, you'll want to keep moving your outside rein further and further back, so it's more and more like riding. I don't think she'll get it, and I don't really want her to get it anyway. And then you can do it with her head bent and have her go down this way and the other way. Really, Mookie, he's so tense, right? He's got really stiff muscles. So you're going to want to do these exercises to help him stretch his head and neck in a really, really controlled, really directed fashion. Carrot stretches are great, but how do you translate that to the saddle?
Yeah.
You can't. Ain't nobody going to ride around with a carrot wave. Turn! It just isn't done. It's not done.
No.
You have to have a way to ask them to raise, lower, left, right, in whatever configuration is necessary for the time.
And it was really useful with Oakley when he liked to be
Yes.
llama.
Because Oakley, he prints the wrong way. So I've been teaching him to go down. And that's the whole thing. You know, they talk a lot about chewing the reins out of your hands, but if you don't get chewing, you don't get head lowering. How does that happen?
No.
It doesn't happen.
No.
It doesn't happen, and you just ride them and hope that one day they understand that you want them to chew the reins out of your hands, and they're never going to get it. So that's the purpose of
What
this
is she doing with all
exercise.
of her legs?
Her legs?
Yeah. Yeah, like that. There's my wife, boss. She's great. All good?
All good.
Okay. Bye, boss.
Bye, boss. This has been your instructional video on action reaction.
Yay.
Yay!